Guys, Mark Goldberg here from Mark Vlogs Watches with a quick word for your friend and mine, ArchieLuxury, Paul Pluta, AC3, Archibald Chesterfield III. You know, he invented the quick wristwatch check, and the rest of us on YouTube, well, we just stole it. Help keep Archie full-time on YouTube by liking this video, watching this video, tell your fuckhead friends, and make sure to subscribe to his Patreon. And now, ArchieLuxury.
Hey guys, it's ArchieLuxury, and today guys, I want to talk about my business class flight to Singapore. That's correct guys, I was lucky enough to go business class, and this dream flight started off in the Emirates business class lounge at Brisbane International Airport. After a few snacks and a few beverages, I was then we had a special private entrance to board the aircraft. It seems that when you have lounge access, you don't board with the hoi polloi. No, you have a special boarding gate, and this is it's okay. Yep. It's no big deal. No big deal. You just basically get a special entry into the plane, and from there you basically board the aircraft and you get to resume your seat. You get to take your seat. So I gotta tell you, it's interesting. It's interesting. You kind of it's an experience. The whole thing about this business class travel is it is really quite expensive. It's expensive. The best way to do it is have someone else pay for it for you. Is it worth it? Well, it's one of these life experiences. Is anything worth anything? Who really knows? But it's nice to go onto an Emirates aircraft and have a lie down bed to sleep in. There are certain advantages of business class. One of the biggest shockers is you basically you've okay, so you've joined the queue, you've come in from the lounge, and then you see most people are turning right at the door. However, you turn left. This is one of the big things. Turn left or right, sir. And that's kind of a that's quite an interesting experience. Do you turn left or do you turn right at the door? And in my case here, for one of the few times that I got to turn left, very, very important situation indeed there. And one of the best things in being in business class is to sneak into the first class cabin, see what the real hogs get to enjoy. So I snuck in there until the attendant sort of asked me to return to my business class seat. So that's certainly a little bit. It's an eye opener. They've got separate cabins. So I came back to my cocoon in business. The way they're set up is 2-3-2, so that's the seating arrangement. So I was in one of the middle one of the three, which I gotta say it probably wasn't one of the better places to be on the plane. It's near the rear where the galley is, and you kind of felt just a bit exposed. I actually got a window seat when I flew back from Singapore to Brisbane, and it was a completely different experience, even though it was a similar sized pod, because I had a window and I was more private. So I think in business class it can really depend on where you are seated. If you're in the middle, it's not as enjoyable. Business class has many luxuries. One of the things is endless premium drinks in glassware, not plastic cups. No, in glassware, which is, I got to tell you, that is an enjoyable event in itself. It is quite enjoyable. attentive service. I got to tell you the truth there. I was a little bit disappointed. The flight was a 2:35 a.m. flight from Brisbane to Singapore. Not much of a meal. We sort of had these kebab wraps. Yeah, they were okay, but fucking hell, man. Fucking hell. This is a $4,500 business class return ticket. I would have liked something a bit more special than some cut-up kebabs. I mean, they were nice. They were presented nicely and yada, yada, yada. But 4.5 big ones. 4.5 big ones. It's a lot of money. I got to tell you, the entertainment system is the same in business and first as it is in economy. In Emirates, it's a pretty damn good entertainment system. They give you better headphones. You get much, much, much better headphones. The quality of the headphones, they're better than those cheap disposable crap you get in Coach. You can't look. I got to tell you, I think the entertainment system, it's pretty good. I normally listen to music. I like to listen to some music. I'm not a big. I find the movies. I like a big screen for the movies. I'm someone who really does like to go to a cinema to see movies. I don't like it on iPads or TV. You lose the effect, and unless I'm really bored, I'll normally listen to music. What does it feel like being in Emirates business? Well, I got to tell you, it's like being in a very expensive morgue. We've got flowers on the wall, fake wood everywhere, and plastic. It's like you're in an expensive coffin, sort of like an Arab kind of morgue. It's a weird experience. Everything's oversized. Everything's sort of big. Yeah, okay, I get it. We've got lots of leg room. Yeah, that's cool. That's very cool. I do enjoy my leg room. It's silver service that's constantly coming out. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. We don't have to line up for the toilet. We've got much better ratio. The seats are all electronic and they lie down. It's not perfectly flat. That is one little complaint. I found that they're not quite as soft as I got to tell you the truth. I did fly Hong Kong with Cathay Pacific. Cathay Pathetic. And I kind of found their business class pods a little bit more comfortable. Maybe I'm being a picky fucker. Maybe I'm being very picky. But they weren't terrible. They were very. It was much better than Coach. I will say that. It is a very, very nice experience in the business end of. And I got to tell you the truth there. The service was fantastic. You always have an attentive attendant, couple of attendants, always, getting your area ready for sleep, getting your area ready for breakfast. They're very, very attentive, very, very friendly. It is good service. The ratio of attendants to passengers is pretty damn good. The whole business class experience, I've got to tell you honestly, I think you're better off if you're going business or first, try and get a window. Try and get a window because you've got a whole lot of privacy. You've got a side which is kind of to yourself. So I must say, being stuck in the middle was probably a little bit of a letdown. This ticket was booked on points. A very, very gracious, a very, very happy, a fan actually flew me to Singers. I didn't have the money. I'm broke as pocus. I didn't have the money to fly anywhere, yet alone at the front of the plane. So I mean, beggars can't be choosers. But if I was picking a seat next time, try and get a window because you've got a bit more privacy. When you're sort of in the aisle there, you've got people on one side and you've got an aisle on the other. You don't really have that privacy. Also, this was the Boeing 777-300, which is it's a little bit of an older aircraft. They've got the Boeing 787s and you've also got the Airbus A350s. So this business business class seating arrangement and pod layout is a little bit older, so newer planes would have a better facility. I'm just reviewing it on the Boeing 777, which is actually my favorite aircraft. When it was time to leave, one thing about business is you are first out the door. Well, first class first and then business next. That's a very, very good experience. You're out there, priority luggage, so you're not mucking around. It was a great experience. It's a once in a lifetime for Archibald. Usually, you know, with my temper and that, friends dump me, including, you know, successful benefactors. They just pump and dump me, so I don't know if I'll be going again, but it was very much. So this may only be, you know, one of the few business class tickets I ever get, but it was a wonderful experience, and I really loved it. Guys, please like, subscribe, tell your coach flying friends, and don't forget to put a few really nasty, inappropriate comments below. I'm Paul Pluta on the ArchieLuxury channel. Tell me what you fuckaroonies think of that. Nice one, Arch. Great flight.
Oh. Hey, Archie Luxury fans. If you're into luxury, then you gotta be into 66 Buick Rivieras. Check out my son and I, Alex, as we restore this beautiful 66 Buick.
Neighbors are having a picnic, you know, having fun and stuff. Me, I'm doing cars. It's what I've done my whole life.
Hey guys, it's Paul Pluta. I'm the method actor who plays Archibald Chesterfield III. Guys, I want to have a quick talk to you. Do you need to sell a wristwatch? Do you want to sell a piece for reinvestment? Do you have too many watches? Well, guys, I'm here to tell you that my good friends at Sydney and Brisbane Vintage Watch Co. are looking for quality wristwatches for their store. Now, Ronnie has instructed me to tell you guys that he is paying more than other dealers. That's correct. He pays top prices for quality pieces. So guys, if you've got a Rolex you want to sell, or a Patek, or anything, you want to sell a wristwatch, give the guys at Vintage Sydney, it's Vintage Watch Co. Give them a call. That's right, guys. They're paying good prices. They've always been very, very fair to me. And I got to tell you, they are nice people to do business with. I'm just trying to find their card here. Where did I put it? Look, ask for Ronnie in Brisbane, or Philip in Sydney. That's correct. They will look after you. Tell them Archie sent you. That's right. Tell them Archie sent you. They're paying top prices. That's correct. Brisbane and Sydney. Vintage Watch Co. Your premium place to sell watches. Tell me, guys, this is for you. Tell them Archie sent you, and they will give you extra keen pricing.
Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, once again, Mark Goldberg for Archie Luxury AC3, the Pontiff Satan de Ville. I want to sincerely thank you for having sat through this video, because I know it was awful, but you know what? You do it for the greater good of humanity. Thank you so much. Now, a couple of quick pieces of homework. Now that you've watched this video, I would like you to hit thumbs up. If you must, hit thumbs down, but if you'd hit thumbs up, I would especially appreciate it. Go ahead and leave a really nasty comment and tell him how awful this content was, but most importantly of all, the entire reason that I am linking up with Archie Luxury in the first place. I am a published author. Let dogs be dogs. Available in bookstores, Amazon, and electronically somewhere near you. Remember, Archie Luxury. He's not just a figment of your imagination.